Hello and welcome back everybody to my channel Providing Clarity. Now today, like most other days, we're going to be going over all the latest updates that Legacy has made since my last video. And lately, there's been a lot of good ones. So you're going to want to make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss a single thing about one of the hottest up and coming Layer 1 blockchains, the Legacy Network. So let's jump right in. One amazing update that has happened in the world of governing bodies for the Legacy Network is Legacy Finance has rebranded their name to Liquid Legacy. They chose to rebrand to this name because they're offering liquid staking. Now, what is liquid staking, you may ask? Well, they gave us a pretty good rundown. Liquid staking allows you to lock up your legacy tokens and be issued a derivative token of equal value called S-Legacy. Being liquid or having liquidity means how easily you're able to enter in and out of a position, whether that's in crypto or stocks, and I guess even regular banks too. They need to stay liquid so you can pull out your money from the ATM at all times. So, the addition of S-Legacy allows you to keep your original legacy tokens staking while being able to participate in DeFi platforms like Pendulum Finance and MyriadX. And if you want some other liquid staking examples, you can check out Lido Finance and Parallel Fi. So if you haven't already, check out their Twitter page as they have posted tons of great information about their governing body and how they plan to incentivize users to stake with them in a mutually beneficial way. Next up, around April 1st, Justin went to NFT LA. He said the mission was a success. It was great seeing all of the exciting new projects out there, and I look forward to possibly working together with you all in the future. And just for some clarification on these hashtags, Quan is the hashtag for a publicly traded company called Quantum International that Justin is the president of, and Loot is Wes and Justin's own personal dApp designed to make money move easier and faster. Quan owns LootUp, and LootUp is designed to, amongst many other features, allow you to send usernames, sponsored gas options, and the ability to cancel and confirm transactions. It will be non-custodial and peer-to-peer. It will have a messenger to discuss payments, invoices, and a decentralized marketplace to buy and sell products. Essentially just an amazingly easy way to transact. And the LootUp app will be on the Legacy Network. So that's how it all fits together. Now, moving on to some of the other bigger developments, Justin also went to the NASDAQ in Wall Street, New York. He met up with a project called New to the Street, and New to the Street brings you the latest public companies and cryptocurrencies making headlines. So they're giving great exposure to the Legacy Network. Justin not only went once
again, and it's pegged to our stable gas token.
Okay.
So, you know, when the price of Legacy goes up and down on the DEX, everybody's coins aren't going up and down. It's not causing craziness on there.
Somebody find out more then.
You can go to our website, legacy, LGCY.network, and you can check out all our links.
Learn all about it.
But twice. The second time with Wes. The link to this second interview will be in the description below. Now, if you haven't seen the whole thing, I deeply suggest you go watch it. It's pretty good. And I personally wanted to highlight a specific portion of this second video. The reason being, I have my own NFT project called Planet Beast, and I plan to bring the project onto the Legacy Network. I'm currently in talks with Justin getting all the final details settled out, but I'm very excited. And one of the reasons why I decided to create the project at all in the first place is seeing the amazing community-driven focus that the Legacy Network has. And in this second interview, they touch on that absolutely perfectly. The message in the clip that I'm about to play really spoke to me and was 100% the reason why I decided to start the project, and can give no better explanation as to why I chose the Legacy Network to be the driving force behind my project. So, have a listen.
Exactly.
Okay,
Yeah.
Got it. All right, so, and then that's what the Community Development Fund is all about, or explain that?
So the Community Development Fund is it's a fund we put aside. We put aside about a third of all of our total supply initially, and where those tokens will go is they'll be staked forever, and the rewards from staking will be voted on by the governing bodies or the community, and they can essentially do whatever they want with those funds to support the community forever.
Okay.
You know, so it's a pretty cool idea. You know, it's kind of we were trying to figure out how are we going to keep this going. You know, keep Legacy running forever and getting bigger and bigger. So as the rewards build up, the more funds they have, and the bigger the ecosystem grows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The issue is there's a lot of good ideas out there, but there's a lack of funds really for your guy who has a good idea sitting at his computer at home, and be able to say, all right, here's how we can fund good ideas. This is what we came up with, and we're
It's like
excited
an
about
innovative way to look at venture capital.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah. In a decentralized way where we, you know, the community votes on everything.
Yeah.
And we don't have a controlling interest in that.
Now, have there been some dApps built already?
It's in the process.
Yeah.
In the process,
We
okay.
just launched a few months ago, so everything's, the network's being hardened. People are building currently. We've already funded a handful of projects, so you can expect it very soon. Yeah.
Okay.
To be
And
launched.
then they have to have the tokens in order to proceed?
Exactly.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
The fact that Legacy went out of their way to create a blockchain to help support smaller up-and-coming project owners like myself is incredible. It's literally a dream come true. And this headstrong focus on community and decentralization is why I will always stick by Legacy Network. It's a great project with great people doing a great thing for the space. Next up, we have the Sift Chain AMA. Wes did an amazing job representing the Legacy Network, and he had really good answers to all the questions as well. However, there was something very particular in this video that I don't think many of us were expecting, and it has us very excited. He also provided some great updates that gave us an inside look at what kind of progress and how the progress is going behind the Legacy Network. So let's have a listen.
Was going to be, in terms of if you could give us some updates and recent news, etc. But look, the one I'm most interested in is governing bodies, from a personal perspective. But please give us some updates on in terms of where the project's at and news and anything that our listeners might want to find out about.
Sure. Yeah. Well, Justin had an interview yesterday, and he said that Hotbit integration is finally complete, which we're excited about. Our LRC mainnet token integration. So I believe sometime next week they're supposed to be opening that up. So that's sort of exciting. Sort of open up the floodgates for at least trading opportunities for the token. Really, one thing that I don't want to say it set us back necessarily, but one reason we've sort of slowed down a little bit in the release of stuff is just the number of hacks that have happened on chains, even over just the past month or so, that we wanted to say, all right, we're going to put ourselves in a serious bind here if we, rush to launch a product that needs to be hardened and strengthened. We don't want to get ahead of ourselves by putting something out that we're not fully sure is ready. And so we're confident that it's good, but we're running and double checking and triple checking everything. So when it comes to things like the governing bodies and even our decks, the Myria decks, we're just waiting just to run through those tests a number more times and make sure things are fine. But things are certainly coming. Our governing bodies are ready and waiting when we give them the green light. So we're excited for that.
Chime in while I could. First with the GB question, just to kind of expand on that. Another reason we've been kind of holding off, it's not that it's not ready. We have, node software ready to go and everything. It's mostly because we talked about this before we even launched, that we needed a certain level of centralization,
right?
To kind of, if we're making a bunch of changes in the beginning, we want it to work quick rather than having to put everything up to a proposal and have the GBs vote on every single thing, which would, slow any changes that we needed to make initially.
Just to be clear as well for people that may not know, GB is governing body or governing branch.
And now here's the exciting part that you've been waiting for.
At NASDAQ promoting Legacy. But one of the I guess, just to drop some news, because I know everyone's hungry for something, just as a promotion to promote our upcoming Myriadex launch, we're going to be doing an airdrop to adopters of the new network. So we're going to be releasing the details of that soon, but we are excited to give some incentive to our holders who've been waiting out so long with this airdrop. So that's some exciting news.
That's enough alpha to get everyone on this call going crazy.
There you go.
All right, who doesn't love an airdrop, right? That is all amazing and exciting news, great updates, and I'm looking forward to see all of them come into fruition in the coming months. Now, to finish up here, we have a new Lazy Monsters community account. I invite you to partake in the fun challenge of trying to figure out who is behind this account. And no, it's not me. So, going over this post, why we like the monsters. There's a Lazy Token airdrop coming to all Lazy Monster NFT holders. Of course, the Lazy Monster Space Club has connections to both the Legacy and World teams, with Justin and Wes both being advisors. They're gonna have a play-to-earn game coming soon that involves using the Lazy app and betting with fiat. And lastly, monsters are sexy. Just look at me. Who doesn't love that face, right? I think it's really impressive how they altered the skin to make it look like it's tucked into the pants. That's really nice. Furthermore, with some updates on the Lazy Monster Space Club, I did an AMA with Brandon from marketing. And in that AMA, we got tons of amazing info that we've all been waiting for. It was a great break to the silence, and they have a really well thought out, awesome strategy on how to benefit Lazy Monster NFT holders as well as token holders. I'm super excited for their ecosystem, and I know once they launch, the Lazy Monster NFTs will probably be selling for a lot. Not financial advice, but get them while you can. Finishing up here, here's a really good tweet about Legacy from Green Tech Auto. There's an entire ecosystem, partnerships, as well as amazing projects being built, governing bodies coming on board, and exciting dApps from community members. Here's a few to follow. Diamond Atlas Capital, which if I didn't mention earlier, will be the ones behind Liquid Legacy, offering that S legacy that I spoke about in the beginning. They've mentioned, we're excited to play a role in the Legacy Network ecosystem. Staking Legacy with Liquid Legacy will be important for securing the network, but also for bringing it to life with the availability of S Legacy. Domo Kunsaino, which if you don't remember, is a comprehensive range of 1,000 crypto casino slots, tables, and classic games. Of course, Liquid Legacy, the Loot Up app which I spoke about earlier, Pendulum Finance, the main DeFi platform on the Legacy Network, the World Token Marketplace, and I am extremely appreciative of the shout out, Planet Beast. I recently had a short promo video made, so for those who haven't seen it, here's a shameless plug. My project is all about collaboration. For example, I've partnered with Bigfoot Cryptoids, one of the other projects on the Legacy Network. Being a project focused on collaborations, community, and user value, I think the Legacy Network is a perfect place to launch on. And in Planet Beast, you'll be able to fight a Bigfoot, get a special limited edition NFT item, and bring it over to them for a special reward. Likewise, if you play the Bigfoot game, you can receive a special Planet Beast NFT and bring it over this way to also receive a reward. This creates a fully fledged ecosystem, and that alone is something very rare to find in the NFT space. And I've outlined this in a recent tweet. Ecosystems are underrated. It's an empire, an economy, a community. It turns an ordinary project into a living and breathing organism. Multiple moving parts, all geared towards the success of the whole. This is Legacy. I truly believe that, and I think the community-focused, decentralized nature of Legacy is a perfect environment to foster this ideology. So, if you're into the Legacy Network, you have a lot to look forward to. As Vincent says, we have some parabolic catalysts coming soon. LRC20 SEX and DEX integrations, GB staking with 28% APY, the Myriadex, dApps, and yield farming on Pend. Imagine being early on Ocean, this one, Kai, or Sol. Well, that about wraps it up. That is all that I have for you guys today. As always, thank you so much for watching my video. It truly means a lot, genuinely. I don't just say that, it really does mean a lot. So, I would also appreciate if you share these videos with your friends, like, comment, subscribe, the works. I hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time.